guys, we're gonna talk about the good things them now, right? The good things them. So I am here today with the lovely Baes.
Yeah.
And she is my sister in success. She is a mover and a shaker in this awesome business opportunity that we have found. And so we're just going to be chit-chatting a little bit about us, right? So we're going to start off. I wanted to give some persons time to jump on the live, but we do realize that persons are probably commuting, you know, from work, or probably still at work burning the midnight oil, right? But that's okay. I'm sure you'll see it on the replay. So we're going to kickstart things. And again, welcome guys, welcome. And so I want to ask my sister for, you know, I want to know a little bit, or I want you to tell our viewers a little bit about you and, you know, what is it that you do?
Okay, well, as you heard it, my name is Baes. I am an entrepreneur. I am in the travel industry, and I also empower other persons to do the same. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I do this business on a full-time basis.
Yes.
I do everything travel, both locally and internationally.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's our business, guys, in a nutshell. Nothing hard. We just book those travel.
Yep.
We do it for persons who are traveling anyway. You know, you're at your desk at work, and I'm sure you're researching where your next destination is going to be. Yes, so we are here to do that for you. And for persons who want to do this for themselves, we empower persons, we coach persons, we mentor persons to start their own online travel business. All right.
I add, even though I'm doing it on a full-time basis, it's actually meant for persons with a busy schedule.
Definitely.
So it's best for part-timers.
Right.
But I'll tell you a little bit more about me doing it on a full-time basis. So don't say you're busy, because we have a blueprint for you to follow.
Awesome.
All right?
Yes, that's nice. I like that. Before we get into what this business is doing for you, the success story, I want you to let me know what made you decide to start the business. What space were you in back then? I know what space I was in.
All right,
so over to you.
So the pandemic hit, and I was laid off, but before I was laid off, I started an home-based, what you call it now, restaurant. I used to serve lunch to most of the kids who are doing school online.
And she's good, guys. She's good.
After I was laid off, I started looking around about, expanding, doing more healthy stuff. But then, while I was praying, coming into the new year, the Holy Spirit reminded me about this business that my friend shared with me the year before. And because I've been in many other network marketing business, I was like, I'm not going to again.
No. Like many of us.
Right. But then the Holy Spirit reminded me about the business, and I called her the very same day. And she told me, I don't even know if I'm going off track.
That's fine.
But she told me that there was a call at midnight. I couldn't get on the call at midnight, and she's like, okay, no, not to worry. There is another call at midday the next day. I set my alarm, and I went on, and I got started that very day.
Wow. Well, for me, guys, it was also in the pandemic. I started this opportunity in the midst of the pandemic, because honestly, I was no longer enjoying my 9 to 5, right? I was working in the banking industry for 12 years, and I'm not seeing where persons are. I'm seeing where persons are. Hey, Latoya, sister girl, that's my friend. Thank you for joining. Yes, so guys, I lost that passion that I had. And not because I no longer wanted to serve my clients and my customers, because guys, I love serving. You know, I'm big on service and customer service, right? But it was a struggle for me to get up in the mornings, to get dressed, to battle that traffic, you know, reaching to work before 8:30. So, you know, you have to leave out by 6:30. And I just didn't feel as though I was valued anymore. I can recall going to about 5 different branches. You know, I was sent from the head office to UWI, to Trafalgar, to Ligoni, to Hagley Park, to guys, listen. And at the end of it all, I was told, hey, you're not a best fit for sales.
Wow.
And I mean, everybody that I say that to, they were in awe, because they're like, Keisha, who can tell you that you are not a best fit for this? You have the people skill, you have been meeting your targets, and you know, so I was like, girl, you're gonna be working on you. Never again will another employer tell you that, hey, you're fired or you're laid off or you're made redundant. So I made that request to be redundant, right? And I said, I'm gonna build my empire. I am gonna build my brand. And can you believe that when I found the opportunity, it was a co-worker of mine, and she was in it. I saw her talking about travel on her Instagram page, and I couldn't wait to go to work the next day. Like, I literally could not wait. So when I saw her in the lunchroom, I approached her about it, and she told me she was only doing the travel part of it. Wow. And I'm like, you have 2 businesses, girl. But she was like, no, I only do the travel part. And I said, well, I'm gonna be the first person that you sign up in this opportunity. And I got started. I didn't even have the money. Did you have the money to start?
Well, yes, I had the money.
Wow. A lot of persons that we tell about this business, guys, they don't have the money.
It was a risk I took.
Yes, and I'm happy to talk about the risk, because we're going to tell some people that this opportunity is risk-free. All right, so we soon get there, guys. But go continue.
Right. So I had some money. Well, the redundant money that I had, and remember, no, I don't have a 9 to 5. I don't have a job, and I don't know where money is gonna come from. It was just my husband alone, 1 salary, children, and all of that. So I just told myself, well, I'm a risk taker. So I said, listen, I'm gonna try this. I normally waste money. I've done stuff before.
Yes,
and
yes.
The money just went like that. So I'm gonna chance this. I'm gonna try it. So here I am today.
Yes.
Almost 2 years later.
Hi, Pauline. Hey, baby girl. Welcome. Yes, so I'm a risk taker as well. I don't shy away from things, so that was not one of my issues starting the opportunity, right? So that's something that we have in common right there, right? And I invested from my credit card. So unlike my business partner here, she had the money because she had the redundancy check coming in. That was something to say, hey, I'm investing in this. I did not have that. And as I explained to you, it was the pandemic. So my husband was not working. He works in the education sector. And of course, you know what happened there, guys. So a lot of persons' salary was cut in half, right?
Yep.
And my son, who was working in the BPO sector, his call center was shut down, right? Because what went on there. So, and even Portmore, where we reside, we were on lockdown over here. So I didn't have it.
And
But
as you say that, sorry to jump in, my husband is in the transportation business, and with the lockdown,
Yes.
so salary cut right there. So
Yes.
it's like quarter of a salary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what do we have to lose? I mean, we have our families to think about, and then we just say, we're wasting money anyway. this wig, guys, that's money right there. You know, we ladies, we like to get our some stuff, hair, nails. Well, there's none for me. But you know, we spend the money on things that is sometimes unnecessary. So we just decided to invest. So the burn, I want you to tell our viewers what are some of the things, or probably in the interest of time, you can just state one thing that you had to overcome before you started the opportunity, or during the opportunity, or even, well, we're during now because it's not after. So
I'll do during, because as I told you, I took the chance in starting the business, right? So coming in the business, as I told you, I had done other network marketing businesses, so I wasn't looking at the marketing side. I came in to do travel, right? So I had to get back in the game when I saw the potential of the business.
Yes.
And I started earning some money. I said, no man, I have to start, you know?
Yes.
So that aside, what I had to overcome in the business now is share the opportunity with persons.
Yes.
And for them to buy it, because I've shared it with persons who I know it could do well for, but they didn't see the vision, or they haven't seen the vision.
Yes.
So I had to overcome that part of it and move on to share it with persons who really
need
have a need, and see that they have a need and see the potential of the business. Another thing
that's
for
fine.
me is the self-improvement in the business. I love that part. Me coming and talking right
was
here.
shy, guys. She was so shy.
Still work in progress, but that's another part of the business that I actually love. So it's not just about earning, and, you know,
self-development. Yes,
we're big on that.
Yes, our organization, guys, is so big on self-development, and you know, I before I even tell you what I had to overcome, I like the fact that we have leaders that are so accessible, so accessible. Every Monday morning, you can find our CEO and founder and visionary on that call with us, inspiring us, guys. That listen, that was something that hit me, because you have managers and you have leaders. And all of them, all of our directors, even right here in Jamaica, they are so accessible. So I just wanted to put that out there, that if you think of joining the opportunity, you might be in business for yourself because it's your business, but you're definitely not by yourself. You will have.
And we're big on that.
Yes.
We mean what we say.
Yes, guys, yes. But for me, the thing that I had to overcome, was fear, because as I mentioned to you before, I am coming from a large, the banking sector, in the corporate world, and I was being paid very good. You know, they don't play about paying us well and on time too. So when I decided, because I started this business on a part-time basis, so while working there, I spent a year doing this part-time, and I worked it in pockets. You know, I did the time management thing to ensure that my clients were served effectively and efficiently. But then when I decided that, hey girl, you're gonna work on your brand, you're gonna work on yourself, you know, to get that time, personal freedom that I desire, and aspire for that financial freedom, I requested the redundancy, and when it actually came through, guys, my heart was, it should have been a happy time for me, but then I started, my heart you know, fear and false evidence appearing real. That's what my director would say. Listen, fear killed me. And I was saying, I wonder if I'm making the right decision. And then I heard when it started picking up for me, one of my girlfriends said to me, Keisha, to be honest with you, when you just started, I thought you were crazy. You know, I didn't know that this was going to work. So that fear of what people will think, fear of it not working out, and then me having to run back to, because my managers and myself are still good, you know. I had to run back with my tail between my legs. But thankfully, I'm 2 years in and God has been there for me. So I overcame that with prayer and fasting and persistence and consistency, all of that. So, that was what worked for me. But then what I want to ask you, Dubern, is guys, we're going to talk about the good things them now, right? The good things what has the business been doing for you so far since you started, apart from the self-development?
Okay, so in terms of earnings, all right, you want me to go in? So
talk.
Okay,
we're chit-chatting, just
all right,
talk.
So, as I said,
1 second, let me shout out Camille Low Brown. She says, hello sis, I am watching from Ministry of Finances. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tag your friends and tag the other sisters and let them join us.
All right, so as I told you before, I didn't plan to do the network marketing side, but the more I learned about the business and I shared it with some other persons and I start earning, I realized that something
can go on. Yeah.
So I started to sharing it with more persons and I started earning more.
Yes.
And I also, we have a builders program in the company where you go bronze, silver and gold. In 9 months I hit the top of the builders program. I became a gold builder. It wasn't easy.
Yes.
It was not easy.
Yes, guys, we're going to be transparent.
It wasn't easy, but you have to be consistent and you have to put in the work. And let me tell you, our leaders, trust me, they're there behind you to motivate and so that part of it was good. So I hit the top of the builders program and let me tell you, all of the different earnings were unlocked and I started seeing them for myself.
Right.
I normally just see it on the presentation, but when I started earning for myself and I saw different stuff happening, I'm like, whoa. But just not to stay too long, I was able to start a US savings account. I am able to travel more. Something that I've always
But why not? As you should.
Right,
You're a travel advisor.
Like this year, we were able to go to our convention in Orlando.
Yes.
And all of that came out of.
And what about the fam trip? The fam trip in May.
Early in May, we went on a fam trip, and all of this came from earnings from the business.
Yes.
Already, when I was working my 9 to 5, I didn't have a savings. It was paycheck. Listen, it wasn't even paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to next day. Because by the time the pay hits and you pay out all of the bills, that's it.
You understand?
Yeah.
So what this business is doing for me, and it's not happening for us right now. We're plebs in the business. You understand?
Say that again. We're what?
Plebs in
But you see the smile, right?
We see the potential. We know that once we put in the work and stay consistent, it will it's gonna get better.
Yeah, it's gonna blow up. Yes. Well, for me, guys, the first time I earned, let me tell you about 2 times when I jump up and swear to me a millionaire. So I remembered when I started in my first 2 weeks, I contracted COVID, right? When I was at the bank, and so I couldn't work the business. Even though I was excited, I couldn't work it the way I wanted to. But then on my sick bed, because I was sick, guys, on my sick bed, I got a call from my nephew to say that he referred his football coach from Excelsior to me for a booking. And I was like, God, you could give me the strength in them fingers here, Oh my God, hey mommy, this is my biggest cheerleader, guys. I had to stop and say hi. So when I booked that, I really want to say thanks to my husband as well, because he was the one who drove and ensure that things were okay for coach, right? And when I got that first $25, guys, you would think that I'm rich. And then when I unlocked residual income, when I started introducing people to the business, now this is the networking side, and I got that $8 for the first 2 people. I'm like, listen, this thing really worked. And I look here, I put foot on the gas. But I just want to say that to follow up with my sister, how it has been working for me has been tremendous. Remember, I told you that I basically invested from my credit card, right? So even though I knew that I was the only breadwinner in the family at the time, I took a risk, and I say, you know what? I'm going to be cutting back on some of the bills, and I'm going to do this thing for me. Right, so what has happened is that since I've started, I have not only cleared off that credit card debt, but I've turned it in, so I no longer have that debt, right, guys? And additionally, I have 2 young men, no longer toddlers, no longer adolescents, no longer teenagers. They are young men. I know I look young, but thanks, mommy, for the jeans. But earnings from this business allowed me to not only start, but to complete that construction from this earning. I've also done some renovation to the main house. Guys, like my sister in success, I know a lot of you going to say, everybody have savings account in Jamaica. We do. But do we have money in the savings account?
Yep.
Well, I didn't, because as she said, as the pay hit and you pay out the bills, that's it. You look and you say $4, and you scratch your head and you wonder. But I'm that person, even in my heels, because I used to wear a lot of heels, I would be carrying those scandal bags with the snacks and the clothes to sell. You know, one of my managers was like, but no man, I never know there's big things going on down here. But Miss Batson, you're on, you can attest to that. I am an entrepreneur from long time, because comes what may, I'm big at family, and my family has to be okay, and my children had to go to school, they had to go through college and all of that. You understand? So the earnings from this business has allowed me to not only save in JMD, Jamaican dollars, but in US dollars, guys. Right?
Paid in US.
And guys, I should talk about get paid. Today is what day? Today is what day, guys? Today is the 15th. So hence our shirt. Good vibes only. Yeah, show them your shirt, the bird. Yeah. Because we got paid today. And we not only got paid today, but how much time for the month to get paid?
4 times or more.
So why you want to live from paycheck to paycheck? Why you want to do that? We can get you exposed to an opportunity where you can hear everything, all the good things them, and all the other streams of income that we the plebs not getting that you can access. All right, guys. So that's a wrap. But before we go, guys, I just want my sister in success to talk to somebody, a new person, a young person, an old person, because guys, we went to convention, and I'm not sure if you saw that on my page.
How old
she was like 80. She was 79, guys.
Yeah, and she's a director.
And she's a director. She rocking the business more than we young girl where them say have creativity. No, she is. I saw persons in wheelchairs. I saw persons that had cancers. I saw persons that their families were being rocked with tragedies, and they're out there and they're winning and they're working the business, guys. So you too can do the same. So don't be afraid. Don't say, hey, I don't know nothing about travel. Hey, you do.
And as you say that, we have training,
Yes.
Don't say that, oh, I don't know anything about
Yeah.
traveling. We train you, we'll teach you what
Yes.
to do. As I said before, we have the blueprint.
Yes.
So all you need to do is just come in and follow the system.
Definitely.
Follow the system.
Just be
What you don't know,
coachable.
just be coachable.
Be
What you don't know,
consistent.
there's always someone that you can reach out to.
Right.
In business for yourself, but not by yourself.
Right. You definitely don't need a PhD. You don't need a CXC. You don't need anything. You have all of that and more when you get in the business. So don't be afraid. Don't let false evidence appearing real cripple you. We're stepping into 2024 and we want to step there strong and bold. Listen, and I'm talking especially to my sisters. Hey, we're not going to be dependent anymore. We're going to break that status quo. All right, so guys, we want to tell you thank you so much for jumping on, for joining us, for staying with us to the end. We have so much that we want to divulge, but we don't want to. We want our experts, we want the directors, we want the persons who have a lot more evidence and experience than us to just share some more with you guys. It's powerful. Yes, it's powerful. And for all those persons out there, mommies, daddies, you're worrying about, hey, we have a legacy. We have this thing is just blowing out of proportion. It's just a matter of you catching and seeing the vision, sticking and staying. Yes, guys, we have a phrase that if you stick and stay, you will get your pay. Because had I come in and say, oh, it's only $25 me get paid when I book a travel, I would have come out a long time ago not knowing what I could have. Listen, every time I talk about this business, I get excited. Yeah, I'm so passionate about it, and I'm willing, and I'm more than I will be happy to share with anybody who just wants to say, let me try. We give you 30 days.
I was just gonna say
go ahead.
I was just gonna tell them that we have our money back guarantee.
Yes.
30 days. You come in, you test drive the business, and if it's not for you, you'll get your full
money.
No questions asked.
Isn't that a win-win?
I've seen persons come in and get their money. So I know that it's
yes.
Yeah.
People come in, they feel like, okay, I joined the opportunity out of impulse. I was emotional when they were talking about it so eloquently, so they joined. But then if you come in and you join 29 days, 15 days, and you say, this is not for me, you get back that full money. It goes back to the card that you paid it from.
And I want to touch on something, Keisha, before we jump off, and you can back me up. This thing about a pyramid scheme.
Guys, let's just kick that elephant out the room.
We're partnered with most of the top industries
yes.
in the world.
Yes.
Hotel industries,
yes.
cruise lines, airlines. And we've been in business for over 30 years.
Yes.
One of the businesses is 8 years, and one is over 30 years.
Right.
If it was a pyramid, we would not have survived this long.
Definitely.
So just get that out of your head.
And I also want to say, apart from the fact that we have that, the longevity to prove, I can talk about it personally. The person I signed up into this opportunity, she's now a director. She's a director, and I'm only a director in training right now. So she has passed me. So it's not the person at the top that will always remain at the top, right? Let's talk about our top income earner. I don't want to call any names, guys, but she is only 40 years old, and the person that signs her, which is my success coach and mentor, she has outpassed him, right? Even right here in Jamaica, our director, the one that started the opportunity in Jamaica, the very first person, the top income earner in Jamaica and the Caribbean, has outpassed her, and she was the one that signed her. So guys, Stop the foolishness. Stop the foolishness about pyramid.
Yeah.
Listen, most of the people in this opportunity, because this opportunity is based in the States, and a lot of them works for the government over there. They have to get this thing approved before starting. We have to report it to the IRS.
Yeah.
Which pyramid scheme is going to report their payouts to the IRS? Come on, guys. You know, Disney would not partner with a pyramid. Norwegian Cruise Line, Marriott, all of those big chains would definitely, they have their integrity. And of course, guys, you know me. I mean, if not for anything else, you know Keisha, and you know what I'm about. I'm not going to start anything, or even if I start, if I find out along the way, that's it. You understand? So
to bring other persons in it.
Right. So to persons who definitely want to start, new entrepreneurs, I would advise you just start. Just, you know, I shared something on my status this morning, and it says there are 3 C's in life: chances, choices, and change. Do you want the change? Your why. Your why. What is it that you want? What is it that you really want? Is it your family? Do you need access to more time, freedom, personal freedom? Do you want to travel more? Do you want to be able to enjoy the niceties of life without having to worry about the money? Guys, there's so many things. Think about the fact that you have your kids, you know, that you want a better life for. You know, you have your parents that they may be aged, they have worked all their lives taking care of you, and it's no, I mean, we're not obligated, but it would be nice to do something nice for them. And we can, you know, we can know that if anything happened, we don't have to worry to get them to the hospital, or, you know, we should not. We're not even gonna call that, but we don't have to worry. So guys, just start. Say yes to you.
Speed.
Yeah.
Don't stop and think about it.
Say that again.
Success loves speed.
Yeah.
Don't stop and think about it. Just get in it.
All right. So guys, that's a wrap from us, from the Good Vibes Only crew. And we are gonna sign out. Thank you so much for joining.
Remember, if you're watching it on the replay, hashtag replay in the comments.
Yes, I
tag a friend.
Yes, I see Kayan asking. Oh, by the way, welcome Kayan. She's asking how much it is to start, and I'm going to say to you, Kayan, touch base with me offline, but I guarantee you it's less than the cost of your iPhone. Isn't that amazing? It's also less than the cost of a patty per day. So you know what I'm talking about. I'd love to get you on a meeting tonight. If you can't join tonight, we have meetings every day. We also have videos that we can send you for you to watch, and you can call. We'll get you connected with our directors to have a little chat with you if you're interested. So guys, love you. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate the support from those who jumped on.
Thank you.
Bye.
Finish early, I have to finish it.